funny stuff that happens. This is Jody Davey here with the Fearless Online Entrepreneurs, and we're going to have some ladies come on the panel in just a moment. Some are just running a little bit behind, but I am here with my partner, Rachel Kelly, who has made this fabulous leadership group for us, and to empower others. And that actually is the title today of our last hangout for the Jack Canfield book. Tomorrow we may do a wrap-up with it. We'll just have to see what all the other ladies want to do. I am, like I said, Jody Maley here in beautiful BC, and I have been an entrepreneur with direct sales since I think I was about 24, so over 20 plus years, and I love it. I don't think that you could ask for a better job in the world other than working for yourself. I have, of course, done some other traditional jobs, but they didn't end well, just because I have that entrepreneur spirit in me and always wanting to have my own destiny in my own hands. So that's where I'm at. And today, we're talking about empowering others, or empowering first yourself, then others. And this is a great topic. It's actually something that I taught to one of my Bible groups when I was just young. And I use the scripture, love your neighbor as yourself. And I think that there's so much truth in that, because so many people will love others first before themselves. But the Bible says we need to do it the other way around. You need to give yourself love. You need to empower yourself so that that overflows to others. All right, so I went off the page. We are at principle number 64, empower yourself by empowering others. And do you want to start reading, Rachel, or do you want me?
Can you hear me okay, Jody?
Yes, I can. Okay,
awesome. Yeah, sure. I'd love to start reading. So start now. Nope, wrong one. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I was there and I missed it, but I'm close there. Okay, I'm back here. So it says, empower yourself by empowering others. If your actions create a legacy that inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Dolly Parton, songwriter, singer, actor, entrepreneur, Oscar nominees, etc., etc., etc. I want to encourage you to read this book over and over several times. Underline the things that are most important to you and reread what you have underlined. You will discover that with each rereading, you will not only reinforce what you already know, but you will also discover something new, some concept that perhaps didn't register during the first time through. It takes a while to absorb and assimilate all of these new ideas. Give yourself that time. I also want to suggest to give yourself copies of this book to your teenage and college-age student, to your employees, team members, and managers. You'll be amazed at how radically you can change a family, a team, a business, simply by having everyone using the same principles at the same time. The greatest gift you can give anyone is the gift of empowerment and love. What could be more loving than helping people you care about getting free from their limiting beliefs and ignorance about success, and empowering them to create the life that they truly want from the depths of their soul. So many Americans currently live in a state of resignation or despair. It is time to turn that around. We all have the power within us to create the life we want, the life we dream about, the life we were born to live. We all deserve to feel our full potential and manifest our true destiny. It is our birthright, but it must be claimed. It must be earned through hard work. And part of that work is from learning and then living by the time-tested and ageless principles that are guaranteed to bring about our desired results. Most of us did not learn these principles in school or at church, and only a few of us learned them at home. They have been passed down from person to person by mentors, teachers, coaches, and more recently in books, seminars, and audio programs. Now you have the core of those principles in your hands. First, use them to liberate your own life and the lives of those whom you are about most and those whose activities most important. Excuse me, I'm really going off here. First, use them to liberate your own life and the lives of those whom you care about most and those whose activities most impact your life.
Do you want me to start reading, or are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
What if all members of your family gave up complaining, took full responsibility for themselves and their lives, and started creating the life of their dreams? What if all employees in your company practiced these principles? What if all members of your softball team approached life this way? What if all the high school students in the United States knew these principles and put them into practice in class, on the playing field, and in their social lives? What if all men and women in prison were to learn these valuable principles before they were released back into society? It would be a very different world. People would take 100% responsibility for their lives and the results they produce or don't produce. They would be clear about their vision and their goals. Nobody would fall victim to the criticism or the abuse of others. Everyone would persevere in the face of hardship and challenge. Men and women would band together in teams to support each other to become all that they could be. People would ask for what they need and want and feel free to say no to the requests of others when it was not right for them to respond with a yes. People would stop whining and complaining and get on with creating the life that they want. People would tell the truth and listen to each other with compassion because they know that peace, joy, and prosperity flourishes when they do. In short, the world would work. The greatest contribution you can make to the world is to grow in self-awareness, self-realization, and the power of manifest your own heart, dreams, and desires. The next greatest thing you can do is to help others do the same. What a wonderful world it would be if we were all to do that. It is my intention that this book will contribute to creating that kind of world. If it does, I will have fulfilled my purpose of inspiring and empowering others to live their highest vision in the context of love and joy. Over to you, Jody. Oh, I can finish this part up. I'm not finished. I didn't know it was here. And more closely walk your talk, but most importantly, it requires you to read, study, and speak the information over and over again. The resulting repetition reinforces your own learning. One of the great benefits to me of researching and teaching the principles of success is that I constantly reminding myself about the principles and how important it is to use them. As my staff members read the chapters of this book, as I finish them, it helped all of us recommend to the ones we were not fully using. And whenever I conduct seminars around the country, I find that I become more diligent in implementing the principles in my own life. Back to you, Jody.
Okay, teach these principles to others. Think about whom you might teach these principles to. Could you teach a seminar at church, offer a class at the local high school or community college, teach a seminar at work, facilitate a 6-week study group that meets once a week or so over lunch, lead a discussion group with your family? If you would like to, you can go to www.successprinciples.com and download a free study guide for teaching basic principles in this book to others. Though you'll definitely be helping the others you teach, you'll be helping yourself even more. You don't have to be a master of these principles to lead a discussion group. You just have to be willing to facilitate a discussion of the principles. The study guide will tell you everything you need to say and do and lead a productive discussion and help people implement the principles at work, at school, and at home. Imagine a family group, club, religious group, office, sales team, or company where the people were all working together to support each other in actively living these principles. The results would be miraculous, and you could be the person who makes that happen. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? When you lift up others, they will lift up you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. It went really, really quiet there. And here's another major benefit. The more you help other people succeed in life, the more they will want to help you succeed. You might wonder why all the people who teach success strategies are so successful. It's because they have helped so many people get what they want. People naturally support those who have supported them. The same will be true for you. One of my spiritual teachers once taught me to be a student to those above me, a teacher to those below me, and a fellow traveler and helpmate to those on the same level. That's good advice for all of us. Help us start a movement. If you think you're too small to have an impact, try going to bed with a mosquito in the room. Anita Roddick, founder of The Body Shop, and with 1,980 stores, serving over 77 million customers, and a prominent human rights activist and environmentalist. I envision a world where all people are inspired to believe in themselves and their abilities, and are empowered to reach their full potential and realize all their dreams. I want these principles taught in every school and university and practiced in every small business and large corporation. I have trained other trainers and speakers, developed curricula for schools, created video-based training programs for welfare programs and corporations, written books, created audio and video programs, conducted seminars and online courses, and developed coaching and telecoaching programs for the general public. I've created a syndicated column, helped produce a television series, and appeared on countless radio and television programs sharing these ideas with others. I'd love to have you join me in spreading the word. If you would like to be part of the Success Principles team, visit www.thesuccessprinciples.com, register by clicking on the Success Principles team link, and we'll let you know how you can join us in reaching and teaching others. All right. That means we're done here for now. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you here.
Hello, hello, Rachel.
Hey, Lynn. Good to see you. Gosh, I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jody. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Like I said at the beginning of the call, this was something that I had actually, taught before to, like I said, I was really, really young, and I taught it to a Bible study group. And the one way that I had used that you can empower yourself, and I know that this is actually one of the principles in the book, but just to be in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and to just tell yourself that you love yourself and to really, really feel that love. And by empowering yourself in the day, it's so beneficial to people around you, because every time you see, you're in that love zone already. Did either one of you want to share?
Hey, you sure? I would love to come out. Actually, the whole basis of this panel, the Fearless Online Entrepreneurs, it actually was born from this specific principle, and I didn't even realize it. As I was reading, I'm thinking, wow, this is actually, part of why this is born, and I find it very interesting because, this is my life. This is what I strive on, empowering others. We always talk about our unique, position or our unique value that we offer. And some people are really good at, driving traffic. Some people are good at, relationship marketing. And there's so many different areas that we're good at. And one that I just found naturally that I was good at was just encouraging people to step past their uncomfortable zone. And so it's really, really powerful when you begin to realize what you're good at. And it's really an empowering place. And so reading this brought me back to the memory that, I'm going to be taking mine to another level. I mean, this is good. This is great. But I think that, our community needs to see me. And, of course, I've had a lot of challenges going on. But, there's a world out there that needs, for us to empower them. They need for us to come out. Yes, it's great that we empower our families. It's great that we empower each other, on our success team. But it's a world out there that doesn't know any of this. They don't even know that it exists. They don't know the power behind it. So I think it's our responsibility to share that with them. So every chance that we get, we should be doing that. And I love the resources that Jack has provided and the mission that he has in order to make that happen. So great, great, great information. I'm really enjoying it. Unfortunately, I haven't been here for a while. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So that's my piece on it, Jody.
Okay. Anytime you want to jump out, Lynn, just let us know. But when you were saying that, Rachel, and saying how it is so important to empower yourself first, and one of our other team members had posted a little test that you could do about what your true personality is. And what I found interesting, and I've taught personality training actually for several years, and the one thing that I found with a lot of people is that when they find out what type of personality they are or who they are at their core, because that's what this little test does, is they look at the other different personalities and think, hey, I've got to change myself to be one of these other personalities. And I don't know why we do that in our human nature, but I really encourage people, just like Rachel said, that you really have to know who you are, where you are strong, and then work on strengthening those skills. And when people have taken my, like I said, personality test and stuff, everyone makes a comment of, oh, I would like to be more on this color, or I like to be more this type of personality. And they really need to celebrate who they are and build a team with some of those other personalities for sure. But I just find it interesting that people really don't like talking about themselves, and they always think that they have to be somebody different or to fit in or whatever. And the first time, this is actually kind of a funny story, the first time that I did the personality test, I was pregnant with my youngest son, so it's been 11 years ago, 12 years I guess, since I was pregnant with him, and I actually cheated on the test. When I did the test, one of the colors they were talking about, because I'm a go-ahead, fun, get it done type of personality, and I lead the whole hordes, and it's either go with me or step out of the way, or I'll run you over type of a person. And everyone in this group were all a bunch of blue personalities, which that is, they're very socially. Everything's how they think and how they feel, and I am that on my number 2. So I have these 2 dominant personalities, so it works well for me, because when I do run over people, I feel kind of bad about it. And in this personality test, I saw that particular personality was coming out more than my other one. But I was hearing comments from other people, because we were all becoming instructors, and I'd never even been to a seminar or webinar or anything in a group setting even to take this test. So when they were making comments about, oh, you got to watch those reds, they'll be the ones that go out and well, you say it's coffee time, and they'll actually leave the building and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I would do. And so I actually cheated on my first test with the personality thing, because I made my personality come out a little bit more on the blue side than my true red side, because they were both very close, because I wanted to fit in. And everybody was kind of making negative comments about the red people. And this training actually was about 4 or 5 days, and I think about on day 3, I actually told them that my true personality was the one color, but I cheated on my own test so that I could be just like everyone else. So since and of course everyone laughed, right, because that is a true my color personality, to even cheat on something if I feel that it's uncomfortable for other people. So I just thought I'd share that, and if you guys have any other funny stories or something that's happened in your life, that'd be awesome.
So I don't know. Okay, Lynn, did you want to say anything? Because I would definitely don't want to leave you out.
Yeah,
Anything you
I've
want to
never
say?
done a personality test, but I think what Jody's talking about, red or blue or whatever. I think we all, at one time, have to adapt to the situation we're in. I know I did when I worked at the hotel. I had different personalities of guests I had to serve, and I had to discern myself, my personality to serve them. And to me, that's empowering me. It's something, a skill I've learned. You can be a red, you can be a dominant type person, but there's times you have to discern. You have to kind of step back, and you just can't go out there and, everybody. But, there's times I'm like that. You probably haven't seen that side of me yet.
Not yet, huh?
Believe me, there's that side of me. But, like I said, discernment and to be loving to others. Sometimes you have to pull those reins back. And that's what I wanted to add.
Well, Jody, Lynn, I just want to tell you that just about everyone that has come on this panel has done that. They came in quiet, just like you're talking about, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, where did that come from? so that it's on its way. It has happened. Every single person I see coming here, they're a little quiet. The next thing you know, they're just this blossoming butterfly. So I'm really excited and looking forward to, where you're going to come out, and I can't wait. I'm thinking about, Jody, what you said about personalities and the power of that. I took that same test that you're talking about, and I think that test is powerful in the sense that if you don't know your personality, and if you don't know how another person's personality is, you can have a tendency to clash in personalities or get upset. Like you said, Jody, you have the tendency, like, watch out, I'll run you over. And if I didn't understand your personality, I would think, okay, Jody's trying to come over here and take over. But I know your personality, and with me knowing your personality, that's just how you are. And so I'm going to either embrace that, and say, okay, and she's just taking care of business. She's not trying to take over. That's just her personality. So let her do what she do, because where one person is strong, you're not going to be that strong. So I like it. I'm like, yes, I'm loving it. Go, Jody, go do it, girl. And especially during this time, with my son being in the hospital, it's kind of like, yes, thank you. I can breathe. I know that it's going to get done because Jody is there. So, having those personalities, and even when you're building your business, or you're building a team or organization, you want to keep that in mind. It's one of the things that when I was the assistant administrator of our church, one of the things that I would always say is, we have to bring balance. So if you have another person that is, real fun and really excited, and all they want to do is party or have a good time, then you need to have a red over there, somebody's going to keep us on task. You could have a yellow, somebody that wants to help. It's a green who wants to have some details. You need to have every color on your team so that you can balance one another out. And that's truly how you empower one another, is balance each other out. So truly, that color thing is funny. But you know what? Remember Jody in the group when the person that gave us that, when they said, you and I couldn't work together, Rachel. Remember when that was one day, you and I couldn't work together, right? I kind of laughed, right? But you know what? There's power in two colors working together. Because we were on the phone the other night, and we literally on the phone for an hour and a half helping one another. Like, I'm throwing ideas out, she's throwing ideas out to me. It was powerful. So even though we were the same color, we were able to complement each other on a personal level or a business level, being able to help each other see clearly in what we're doing. So you don't want to just cross it out altogether and say it doesn't work if you're the same color. You may be able to see eye to eye with one another and be able to see the same thing that person sees, and maybe they're just not seeing it as clear, and therefore you can help that person see it a lot clearer. So.
And actually, through all the workshops that I've done together, I always go through a three-step strategy that I was taught, which is they all do an assignment in your color groups. So I have actually done this with up to, I think I had about 89 participants once when I did this, and they were teenagers. So I had a teenage group that I worked with with 89 different kids. And the first part is you put everybody together in their similar colors. And the nice thing about that is that, just like you mentioned, there's power when you get together with someone who has a similar point of view as you. I mean, in all those groups, and even how they set up their groups was so different, you know? So for the 4 different color personalities, like one color, they all just laid on the floor and just gabbed and got to know each other. Another one got into a circle. And so it's really unique to see that. And then the next step that I take people through is to do something that has you combined with your colors. And so you work on a group activity that way. And again, very, very powerful. And then the last assignment that we did is I would group them with their lowest color. So they'd have to do some kind of thing together where they are in the other person's shoes, so to speak. And yeah, I got to say it too with accountability partners, because Diane is my accountability partners, and go figure that we share one common personality, which is our secondary one. But it's pretty interesting that if you even work with an accountability partner who's a little bit different, but we have a core the same, how powerful that is too. So.
Yeah, you definitely don't want accountability partners exactly like you, because I don't think you get much done, you know. It's kind of like, okay, well, let's go party first. If you got 2 blues on the line, what are you going to get done, right? They didn't want to go have fun first, right?
Yeah.
So,
and that's my dual personality, that I like to charge ahead, but have fun with it too. And if I get bored easy with stuff, I'll just drop it.
I'll pick it up later, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. And the great thing with Diane, she'll laugh when she hears this later, because her personality is to be methodical about stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And she was getting stuck on a lot of stuff because she thought that she had to have it done and completed and done right now. And if she wasn't done, you know, that's what kept her up at night. Whereas my personality is, I am just doing this for 1 hour, and what gets done in that hour gets done, and I'm gonna pick it back up tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
wow.
It is really great that, and empowering yourself first. You know, that is the very, very key of anything. You know, really figure out who you are at your core and your top skills, and then surround you with other people who can complement those skills.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to add to that, Jody, also the importance of, as you're talking about, as you empower yourself, as you educate yourself, as you gain knowledge, you become even more powerful, and you begin to really become a leader. And what I'll share is from experience. What I used to do was I'd get the information and I just keep it to myself, because I felt like my words, my thoughts, my ideas did not provide value. No one could benefit from what I had to say. There was no way I would even get up here and, you know, in front of a camera and, you know, give my opinion about anything, because I didn't think that my thoughts and my opinions mattered. I think it's really important to encourage those who are listening and to, you know, accept the fact that what you do have to say, what you do have to share to the world, it does matter. You know, the things that the experiences you had, you know, the things that you know, there's someone else that you can empower, and you can help them to get to a place in life where, you know, they're desiring to go. And it could just be your life story. You know, that can empower someone who, you know, maybe you've gone through something very tragic, and, you know, maybe someone else is going through that. And hearing your story can make all the difference in the world. Because what they do is they look at you and they say, you know what, if she's doing it or if he's doing it, I can do that too. That's just empowering just alone, you know. So just wanted to share that part also.
Awesome. Well, we're just at the end of our half hour. Anything else that you would like to jump in and share, Lynn, or are you good?
If I had to talk about my life experiences, it'd be like a 5,000-page book. I've gone to, members trying to commit suicide, to abuse, to sexual abuse, to being bullied. I mean, I could, like I said, write a 5,000-page book. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm still standing. I am me. I just want to be loved for me. That's all I ever ask. Love me for me. And I learned that when I lost 150 pounds because I shedded all those layers of that onion. And inside that core, I found out who I was. But I also lost a lot of friends, so-called friends, and family members did not approve of me who knew Lynn. But you know what? I can't help it. I am who I am. I love everyone. I may not love your behavior, but I do love everyone from my heart and soul. That's what I wanted to add.
Absolutely. And as a mom of 6 kids, I couldn't have said that better. All 6 kids have all type of different personalities, and regardless of what they do, you still love them. You don't have to agree with the choices that they make, though. So, very powerful. All right, well, I'm going to close this out today, and thank you for joining us on the Fearless Online Entrepreneur Group. You can actually go to our website, which is www.fearlessonlineentrepreneurs.com, and we'll post most of our hangouts there, and we're working art too, right? We're learning as we're growing and doing these things as well too. But we sincerely thank you, and we are a dedicated group of ladies who really want to help you succeed, whether it's in your business, self-development, family life. We all come from different walks, but we all have one shared goal, and that is to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. All right, we'll see you ladies tomorrow, and hope you have a great, great night, and take some nuggets from what we've been doing with the Jack Canfields book, and definitely use his ideas too. They work, right? All right, take care. Have a great day.